Good morning, Wildlife USA and Canada page and Wildlife World and Erin Horton Facebook page. Hi guys, welcome to Live It Live. So excited to be with you here today. Hi Elizabeth, yay, welcome, my first one on. I am gonna just share a little bit of information in the comments right now. Good to see you today. Where are you in from? Where are you watching from? I would love to know. So Nehemiah, hello. Good to see everybody. Oh, I love you guys. Jump in the comments and say hey. Say hey to me. I am gonna share. I'm trying to find me on Facebook. Y'all found me, so I know I'm findable. So I'm looking here on the wildlife page. USA, Canada. Where am I? Come to me. Good to see you. Hi. Welcome. We're just going to take a few minutes today to just take a deep dive into God's heart for us. I love these moments with you guys. It just delights me. Yay, India, Nehemiah, welcome. In South Africa, don't you guys love Zoom or Facebook that we can be literally all over the world right now together? Oh my gosh, it's just one of my very, very favorite things. Okay, I'm still looking for me. Why am I not seeing me? You guys are seeing me. Why am I not here on this page? So weird. I'm gonna have a bit of a hard time sharing if I'm not actually here. Oh, thanks, babe. That's so sweet. I love you too. So happy to be here with you guys. So just love these moments where we just dive in, and I just want to share a few things, and I'm not finding me. That's okay. It's all right. I'll share later. I'll share in the comments. So I want to just dive in right now to what it looks like to, obviously the name of this is Live It Live, right? And so I've been thinking, I actually preached this on Sunday. I'm preaching about the fact that we live in a world that it seems so chaotic, and it seems so just all over the place all the time, right? And it would seem that surely it couldn't have been worse at another time. Surely this is like as bad as it gets, right? And we have this world of division and persecution and hatred and fear and all this stuff. And I was just thinking about the life of Jesus, how we can't put his life in a vacuum and just assume, well, it wasn't as bad when Jesus was here. I definitely did not have, experience the things that we experience. Well, let me just tell you, scholars say that it was an oppressive. Hi, El Serena, I think. Nice to have you. I love it. We are all over the world today. This makes me so happy. So scholars say that when Jesus was alive, it was a super oppressed society, heavily taxed by local and faraway rulers. They demanded 50 to 60% of what people grew and owned. I don't know how it is, in other nations. Hi, we have in South Africa. Yay, so happy to have you. Oh my gosh, I love this. Look at us. We are all over the world right now. That just delights me. So in the life of Jesus, here we have this heavily taxed society. We have a heavily oppressed society. You have Herod hears about a potential threat, right? And he responds with ruthless brutality, mass murder of firstborn babies, then even the death of several of his own sons. We're talking a messed up world, right? And then he hears about the birth of the King of the Jews, and he does whatever it takes. And so he orders the death of every male child. And this wasn't just a one-time shot, y'all. This went on for a couple of years to make sure he got everybody. Now, do you understand, we have a lot of crazy stuff going on, but as Jesus was living his life and gets older in his ministry, right, like we see division at every turn, we see oppression at every turn, but what did he do? And this is where I want us to be today. In the midst of the craziness, over and over and over again, what did Jesus do? What was his constant? Hi, Aaron. Good to see you. Welcome. Yay, we have 2 Aarons. I love it. I love it. I love it. So what did it look like for Jesus to only do what he saw the Father do? And can we do that? Like, isn't that what we're supposed to be doing? Well, obviously the answer is yes for that. So I want to take us to Hebrews 4:9. And this is one of my favorite scriptures. I may have even talked about it here, but I so have learned and am learning to rest in him. This is so good. The conclusion is clear. The original rest is still in place for God's people. And this is where you realize that the language of need to do, oh, I need to do this, I need to do this, has become it is done. And again, let's filter it through the life of Jesus. Jesus, even while he was on earth in an incredibly oppressed society, crazy stuff going on, you don't see him stressing. You don't see him striving. He only did what he saw the Father do, and you would see him get away and just be with the Father over and over again. Nukesh, hi, welcome. Good to have you. Yay. And so, verse 10 says, "For the one who has once entered his rest has also rested from the weariness and pain of his human labors, just as God rested from those labors uniquely his own." And so now I'm going to read it in another translation because I really just want you to take it today, wherever you are, whatever is going on in your world, whatever is happening in life around you, in society around you. God has given us a supernatural ability to see what the Father does, do it, be moved, be motivated by it, to experience this gospel of grace, of life, and even of rest. Could it be possible in this world to live in a place of rest? Hi, Sue. Good to see you. So happy you guys are all here. This is wonderful, wonderful, so fun. So here this verse is in the Passion Translation. This is Hebrews 4:9. And again, I'll share some things in the comments. I'm just not able to find me. I'm glad you guys found me because I'm not. Oh, there I am. I just found me. Yay! Okay. I'm going to. Nope, that was from last week. Okay, I have not found me. I'll find me afterwards and post. Okay, so here it is. Hebrews 4, verse 10. "For the one who has once entered his rest and has rested from the weariness and pain of his human labors, just as God rested from those labors uniquely his own." So now I want to read it. Listen in the Passion Translation. "As we enter," this is so good, "as we enter into God's faith rest." Now listen, he's not even asking us to enter into our own rest and figure this out on our own. I love this. He's like, hey guys, just enter into my faith rest. We do it by faith, right? It's not like we just all quit working and we're just twiddling our thumbs and living life. No, like we enter into God's faith rest life and we cease from our own works and our own striving, just as God celebrates his finished work and rests in where? In you. Mohammed, hello, welcome, good to have you, yay. So what does that mean? Are you telling me that I can choose to abandon my own effort in striving? It's not a cease from all activity, but it's rather that labor begins from a place of rest. And we see that in the life of Jesus in the middle of a highly oppressive society. Jesus understood living and ministering and loving from a place of rest. Y'all, this is just such a big deal to me. You know, Wow Life, Kirby and Fiona, these are people who work hard and they it's just like they're constantly doing something new. Like we're in the middle of another conference right now, but I guarantee you they're not doing it from working and striving. They work hard, but they're doing it from a place of peace, from a place of rest, right? And so I just want to encourage you today that you can do this. You can rest in this place of God, knowing that you are locked into Him. And I don't actually have to improve on what God finished. I don't have to improve on what God Himself perfected in you, in me. That is ceasing from all labor, right? That is trusting in the power, the way of the cross. This is so amazing. So here's verse 11. So then we must be eager to experience this faith rest life so that no one falls short by following the same pattern of doubt and unbelief. This is it. What does it mean to fall short? It means like, oh, if I go back to that place of doubting and living in frustration and living in unbelief, I'm missing out on this rest life, on this faith rest life of God that He created for me. He made me have the ability to live in a crazy world and be at peace. Shalom, nothing missing, nothing broken. So I ask, where do you find yourself today? Where do you see yourself locked in today? Is there a tendency towards doubt and unbelief? Is there a tendency towards anxiety? Is there a tendency towards even condemnation and shame? These are great questions to ask yourself. And look, what am I displaying in that? And just know that right now the immeasurable power of God is towards you, Elzva. Like, towards you. Everything is in you. We know intimately. We know this as one that He requires no effort to change His mind, to contend, to ward. Or, it's like He doesn't change His intention towards us ever. He is right here locked in with us, giving us rest in the midst of the craziness, giving us peace that passes all understanding in the midst of the craziness. I don't know about you, but this is so encouraging to me in this day and age. And are we living in our present perfect? Like we talked about this for a few weeks. I'm not just living, waiting for eternity, waiting for immortality to kick in. No, like I want immortality and eternity right here in my today, in this present perfect moment. I want to understand my very clear intention. And this is where, what would I like? This is where we use these tools that God has given us of peace, of rest, to go, okay, what would it be like to experience being completely healthy right here today? And when we will do this, when we will ask these kinds of questions, y'all, we are igniting faith and igniting our imagination, right? To see those things which we may not be feeling good, but if I can sit here and go, I can adjust my intention to say, what would it be like to be healthy right now in this present moment? What would it be like to be wealthy in this present moment? What would it be like to have incredible unity within my relationships, within my family? What would it be like for me to love my enemies and my enemies love me back? Like, oh my gosh, can you imagine? What would it be like to have a new home, a new job, a new ministry, whatever it is in your heart's desire? And we set our intention and we wonder, what would it be like to feel happy and to feel joy? Well, what's happening is you are setting your body up to experience an emotion, hear me, in your present perfect reality that you may not be experiencing like we're experiencing this call right now. But when we will set our intention on experiencing that and then take note of, wow, it would feel amazing. I would feel so filled with joy. What would it be like to experience the love of a lifetime? What would it be like to experience an amazing marriage? Well, gosh, that would feel incredible. And you get this idea in your mind. That's intention, right? What are you doing? You're setting yourself up in this present moment to live from a place of rest. Hey, Aaron, or Ann. Hi, Ann. Good to see you. Welcome. So we're setting an intention. Even write it down. Begin to get the details of what that thing would look like. I call it dream in living color. Dream in high definition. Look at it. But again, it's not a dream for a far off thing. It's for your present perfect. Hi, Noah. Welcome. Good to see everybody. It's this present perfect reality. We make it plain. I want to travel around the world. I want to have great insurance and benefits. I want to, you start seeing through eyes of faith. And what are you doing? You're fortifying your dream in your present reality. You're locking it in. You are looking from eyes of rest. You're only doing what you see the Father do. You're seeing from eyes of faith, from a lifestyle of rest, from a lifestyle of even the joy of the Lord is your strength. Man, your brain then kicks in. We're in the middle of the Neuroscience of Meditation Conference with Kirby, and it's been so good. And I love all of this, that we're learning how to engage our bodies. And what sticks out to me, and we talked about it last week, is that our bodies were actually created to live by faith. Our bodies were created to live from a place of rest. I mean, that's amazing. That is amazing. Like, God set us up to be able to fortify a dream and manifest a dream at the same time in one day. And our brain begins to work in new ways. So what we're doing, even in our small groups, and if you're not part of our small groups, I'll post in the comments how to be a part of it later. I just wasn't able to do it yet. A little bit of technical difficulties. But we're going after our small groups in our passions. Yeah, rest is the best, Noah. Yes, it is. We're looking at our passions with clear intention. We're looking at maybe even the things that pull on our heartstrings. What do those look like? Are they attached to our present perfect reality of faith, of manifesting the dream, right? And so this moment that we begin to get inspired and begin to feel what it would look like to live in health, to live in abundance, to live love, to live it live in faith, right? Then your body gets a chemical sampling, an emotional sampling. Your body believes you. Your body begins to wake up to the possibility of that dream. And when you do that, realizing that our body was chemically designed to accommodate the supernatural, man, and then what happens next? Gratitude comes. Your body actually wants to be in gratitude. Your body wants to follow what Jesus did. Jesus only did what he saw the Father do, but also what did Jesus do? He said, these things that you've seen me do those and even greater. What did he do? He gave thanks all the time. He always gave thanks for the thing before it happened. Why? Because in his world, outside of time, it had already happened because he saw the Father do it. What do you see in your world? Do you see the Father already doing the thing that is in your heart? Have you set your intention towards that? Have you even let your emotions kick that in? And then you just let gratitude come in. You get inspired and you run with gratitude. Because, yeah, rest comes from that place of gratitude. Your body is living then in that future, in this present moment. That's when the miracles begin to happen. That's when we begin to see things so much bigger than us manifest. Let me give you one more scripture before we kind of tie this together. Matthew 11:28-30. So listen through these eyes and ears of faith, of rest, knowing God created you to live in his faith rest, as we read earlier from Hebrews. Matthew 11:28-30. Come to me, all who labor and are heavy laden and overburdened. Do you feel that way today? Do you feel overburdened? Do you feel overwhelmed? Do you feel like, if one more thing happens? I just want to say, come to him right now in your present perfect reality, right now. Because what does he say? I will cause you to rest. I will ease and relieve and refresh your souls. Oh, can you just drink that in right now? I feel like somebody really needs that today. Again, don't forget, Jesus did this in a crazy oppressed society. He did this. It wasn't just easy. He did it in the middle of chaos and hatred and turmoil where leaders are killing babies all over the place. Jesus is saying, I will cause you to rest in the midst of it all. Gosh, come on. Take my yoke upon you and learn of me. Verse 29, for I am gentle, meek, humble, lowly in heart, and you will find rest and ease and refreshment and recreation and a blessed quiet for your souls. That shalom, right? You know that feeling of just like, wow, there's so much noise all around me, but yet right here, in my present moment, I can rest in the peace of God, in the shalom of heaven. This is what we've been talking about. This is what we choose to live in all the time, right? So this is what I have to say today. You have it within you to live it so fully alive, to live it live in your present reality, in this moment with God in you, where you can do what the Father is saying, be pulled into this vortex of God's faith rest and his celebration within you. Like he chose you to rest in. Like he looked at you, Noah, and said, oh, that's the perfect place for me to rest. What? Isn't that amazing? And so I'm just tagging you all into that today to say, rest in God. Rest in knowing who you are, locked into him. You're so loved. You're so beloved. Oh, that's it. Live it live, guys. I love you. I will post in the comments as soon as this comes up. Our conference is happening in Texas in, oh my gosh, just a few days. So excited to see you guys who are local here to the States. It's going to be so good. I'm so excited to be part of the USA worship team. We have been working so hard to bring you such beauty and some incredible moments. We also are in the middle of the Neuroscience of Meditation Conference. It's so good. Also, I will post about how to be connected to our small groups. Our small groups are so good, and we're really going after this key of living our passion in our present reality. So I want to encourage you, please jump in. Please get involved. How, Paula? Oh my gosh, I'm about to wrap up, but watch the replay because I just bless you all with rest and love, and I'll see you here next Thursday. Live it live. I'll be in Texas getting ready for the conference next Thursday, so can't wait to see you right here. All right, ciao, y'all. Bye.